Hello, friends. I'm Heidi with Onigo Stamping. Welcome to my craft corner. I am so excited to be here with you tonight because I'm excited for this really cool fun fold card that I have to share with you. Hello, Karen, and happy Tuesday. Plus, I have a couple little sneak peeks for you. Y'all know I was away this weekend. I got to see the new mini catalog that is coming out in January and the celebration items that are coming out in January, and I think you're going to love them. I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but I can show you the cover so you can just get a little sneak peek. And I'm going to use a brand new stamp set tonight. I haven't even used it yet. So this is going to be the first time I ink it. So hopefully it works. Thanks for sharing it, Karen. I appreciate that. So hopefully the stamp set works out well because I haven't used it yet. I just put it on some blocks. I said, let's try this out tonight. So, all right, I'm going to flip around my cameras. Let's do that. Let's bring this one in. Hello, Nell. So here is the celebration catalog. Let me know if this sounds okay. I feel like maybe there's a little echo that I can almost hear, but not quite. But I don't know. I might just be hearing things because normally I can't hear it. So, all right. So here's the celebration catalog. Can you see some of this stuff down here? Oh, look at that. Look at this gorgeous card. And there's some really, really pretty paper there too. So, and then, oh my gosh, look at this one. This one, I don't know why, because it's carrots, but I think it's so cute. It sounds okay to you? Well, good. I am glad. Oh, you know what? I bet I know what it is. I got it. I got it. And then this is the new mini catalog. Look at this gorgeous new stamp set. Oh, so pretty. So there's not much to show you on the mini catalog, but it's really pretty. I think you guys are going to love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully you guys have already pre-cut your papers. I have all my paper pre-cut right here. I am using a new specialty designer series paper too. Well, it's not a specialty design. I don't know what they're calling it. It's a specialty paper. Isn't that pretty? It's like brushed something, and it's got rose gold. And they said that this is petal pink and Cajun craze, but I put it with Calypso coral, and it looks pretty good to me. So there's so much in the catalogs you want. Yeah, there is. All right, so I have all these pieces. I'll tell you all the sizes as I go. There is going to be a free downloadable quick reference guide over on my website. I have not written it yet, though. So that will be up there tomorrow probably for you, but it will be there. And then I have pieces of Calypso coral that I'm going to use tonight. So I'm going to start. I have a piece of 5.5 by 4.25. Okay. And then I have two little pieces of this pattern paper. Now I'm using all the same pattern paper because I couldn't find something that I really liked that went with this. But these two little pieces are 3/4 inches by 4 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start by putting these on my piece of 5.5 by 4 inch or 5.5 by 4.25 inch cardstock. And I'm just going to put them towards the outside, just leaving an even border on the top and the sides. I hope you guys are stamping along with me tonight. I hope you're making a card too, because it's always more fun. And then this is going to go over here on the right side. So there we go. So we got our two pieces of pattern paper on there already. Oh, that pattern paper is so pretty. Look at that. Ooh. All right, now, and I'm sniffling tonight. So I have another piece of Calypso coral. This is 10 inch by 4.25 inch. And I'm going to grab my paper trimmer, which I meant to bring over. I'm going to grab my paper trimmer because we are going to do some scoring on this. All right, so this is 10 inches by 4.25. And I want to score this at 1.5. So I'm going to use the light gray scoring blade at 1.5, at 3.25. And then I got to open up my slide here at 6.75 and at 8.5. Let me tell you those measurements again. So you're going to score it at 1.5, 3.25, 6 3/4, and 8.5. You like how my nail, they almost do match. You're right. All right, so 1.5, 3.25, 6 3/4, and 8.5. Hopefully you got that all. So there's our little bit there. And I'm going to start by folding it in. And I didn't bring over, y'all, I tell you, I have got to get back to one desk because this having things on 2 different desks is not working for me. So I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm just going to start by folding that in on kind of the center one. So it's this one that's in the center. Fold that in, and then I'm going to fold it back. And then I'm going to take this side. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold it in on one and then fold it back on the other. They should almost meet up. If they don't quite meet, that's okay. You're never going to see them, so it doesn't really matter. They don't have to meet exactly. But we're going to get that just like that. All right. So I folded in on the 2 inside ones and then folded back. So now I want to adhere some more pattern paper. So if you should have 3 more small like strips, and 2 of them are going to be the same width. Okay, these are, let me look at what these are again. They're 1.5 by 4 inches. Okay, so we're going to adhere these next. Get out my green glue. And this is going at, these are 1.5 by 4 inches, and they're going to go on the inside, these kind of middle sections here. All right. There we go. And then I'm going to do the other one on the other side. Oh. My nose is running. And of course my Kleenexes are like over on my other table, far away. I hate allergies. Anybody else have really bad seasonal allergies? Because mine are horrible. They really make me unhappy. All right, so there I have the 2 on the sides. Now you have one more. This one is 1.25 inch by 4 inches, and it's going to go over here on this side. This side we're not going to put one on. All right, so that's why we have an odd number. So this one that is 1.25 by 4 inch, it's going to go over here on the right side. And we'll just pop that on. There we go. So very cool. Better with the snow today. It takes a while, doesn't it? Like it takes a while for your allergies to go away. Now the larger piece of basic white is going to go inside. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in the center right now. All right. Now, if you want to stamp something on this, you can wait and you can stamp something on it and put it in there later. But I'm just going to, sometimes I just like to get pieces out of my way. I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. A little bit of schmutz on it. All right, so that's what your 10 inch by 4.25 inch piece should look like right now. Then we're going to go ahead and adhere this to that first piece that we have. So this is 5.5 by 4.25, and we're going to adhere this. I'm just going to put glue on the center. Okay, we don't want the flaps to glue down. So I'm just putting glue on the center section. And this is going to go in the center of my cardstock. All right. And you want it kind of to be even on the bottom, right? So it's going to be even on the top and bottom. And there is kind of our section so far. Isn't that fun? All right, now we have another piece of Calypso Coral. And you made it. I'm so glad you're here. You go through boxes and boxes of tissues. Yeah, me too. My problem was I ran out of one of my cold medicines last week and I didn't get it I didn't get another package of it until today, so it's gotten worse this weekend. All right, so I have this one last large piece of the pattern paper. This is 4.5 inches by 4 inches, and I have a piece of cardstock here that is 4 3/4 by 4 1/4. So this is just going to go on the front of it. Oh, it's so pretty. It's just so sparkly and pretty. So now I want to adhere this, and I'm just going to adhere it to this section right here, this one that doesn't have any paper on it. That's the one we're going to adhere it to. So I'm going to take my green glue. We're going to put some green glue over here. And then I want this to kind of be centered. So this is where it gets kind of tricky. You want it to be centered left to right, and then even on the top and bottom. So there we go, just like that. Isn't that fun? It kind of pops up. And now when you go to open it, you can open it like this, and it's actually going to stand up, right? So you can stand it up and it can be stood up, and then it closes as well. So it's kind of neat. All right, let's do the stamping. I have another piece of basic white. This white is 3 1/4 by 4 inch. And now comes the scary part. I'm going to use some stamps I haven't used yet. I'm going to stamp the sentiment first. I did kind of lay things out to see how they were going to fit. And I have a couple more samples I'm going to share with you too, of course. So I'm going to start. This says, for a very happy birthday. Oh, you know what? I should show you what stamp set this is. This is a Celebration stamp set. It is called Beautifully Happy. You're going to be able to get this free with a $100 order starting in January. So isn't that fun? Of course, if you're a demonstrator, and if you are a demonstrator and you didn't go to onstage, you're going to be able to get this, start earning this for free with a $100 order starting in December. So if you're not yet a demonstrator, you might want to be, so you can get some of this stuff. I didn't even show you guys. Let me show you the other piece of paper. So this paper that I was using, right, this one, there's a second piece that is like blue and soft succulent. Isn't that pretty? So gorgeous. And I got 2 other stamp sets. You want to see the other 2 stamp sets I got? I have decorative borders, which is all these like floral borders, really pretty. And then this hand-drawn dots. I'm excited to pull this out and use this on some things. I always like dots. So I don't know. We're going to have to use some stuff with that. All right. Back to my stamping with the stamp set that now I don't remember the name of it. I got to learn a bunch of new names. Beautifully Happy. All right. And it has this big flower. I don't know what this is. Is it a morning glory? No. I don't know. I'm not a flower person. I don't know what flowers are called. It's a flower. I'm going to stamp this with my Memento Black. And you know what? This is a brand new stamp, and I can see on here that it's kind of beating up. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stamp this on some paper first. Sometimes when you get a brand new stamp, they're just not ready to get used yet. They need to get used once or twice first before they give you a really good impression. So just kind of stamping off like that. Hopefully that's enough. Otherwise, let's go ahead and wash this. Washing it will also help, or rubbing it on your jeans or something too. It just kind of gets it ready to get inked. So, all right, let's see if that. So we'll ink this up again now. I think that might be better. And now I'm going to go ahead and stamp this on my cardstock. Just like that. Oh, so pretty. And then there's another flower. I'm going to add a second flower. I'm just going to add that in there. No, see, I should have done the same thing with that one. Can you see how it's not got a very good stamped image right there? That's because it was the first time it's stamped. It's got to get ready for it. All right. I'm going to grab some old olive. And I'm going to stamp some of the leaves. Ooh, this is kind of scary. Stamping something I've never ever stamped before. We'll see how it looks. Oh, that's pretty. What do you think? Kind of pretty. All right. Then I'm going to grab my Calypso Coral to match the paper. And these are distinctive stamps. So it's two-step distinctive, which I really like because you could just color these in with a marker and get a very different look than you get by stamping it with an ink pad. All right, let's see if I can line this up. Ooh, very pretty. And then there's an inside to this one. I get that lined up too. Well, that's pretty too. What do you guys think? All right, now I had thought that this other thing was, I could do it in like a blue color, but it's got leaves on it too. So I think I'm going to do it in, I don't know, this is a little bit scary. I think I'm going to do it in mint macaron, but I almost want to do it, I don't know. It's just such a very different green. I don't know, I can't decide. I feel like I should do it in a pear pizzazz that is going to match the old olive better, but I wanted something that was going to stand out. Oh, that's kind of pretty. All right, let me see. And this is going to go down here. There's like all these little stamps in here. There we go. What do you think? Oh, such a beautiful stamp set. It really is. All right, there's a little bee in here. I want to stamp the little bee too. Just for the fun of it. Let's stamp. So there we go. There's our little bee on there. And then there's some centers. There's some centers to these. I'm going to do this in Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to use this. So this is the center to this little flower right here. But then I've heard you can also use it to kind of stamp in your bee. So we're going to do that too. Well, that worked pretty good. I'm going to get down here just a little bit more. Oh, super cute. All right, and then there's another circle one that is going to go over here. And I'm sure that this has an upside, but I'm just going to stamp it. So there we go. Oh, so pretty. Let me hold that up for you. Look at that. Very cool. So there we go. This is going to go on a piece of Calypso Coral. And this Calypso Coral is 3.5 by 3 inches, I think. Oops, I put the glue on the wrong piece. Hopefully I didn't get too close to the edge. I wasn't thinking. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to put this is going to go on our card front. So we're just going to adhere this to the card front. Just like that. And then we'll put the white on. That's what I get when I'm not always thinking straight. All right. Make sure I put this on the right direction. And there we go. Oh, so much fun. What do you guys think? Oh, so pretty. I am loving this. I'm excited to stamp some more with these stamps. So pretty. Oh. All right, you want to see the other samples? The other samples don't use new stamps. So here's a Christmas one because, yeah, it's almost Christmas. The snow today reminded me Christmas is coming. So this is with the sweet candy canes and the sweet candy canes paper. And you can see inside. So this one I used the 2 different designer series papers on here. Isn't that cute? And then I did one, I kind of changed the direction. I changed the measurements and stuff. And I did one this way with the Yeti to Party stamp set. And you can see, and I added some little presents over here. I forgot to put a piece of white in here, but anyway, you can see the inside with that Yeti to party, and it's going to do the same thing. It's going to stand up. So really fun too. Those are my cards for you tonight. And like I said, I am going to go in. It's a fancy card. Yeah, I am going to go in tomorrow and I will have a quick reference guide for you with all the dimensions for these cards. I just don't have it put together yet. This is what happens when I'm gone for a whole weekend. I just get behind on everything. So I'm going to do that tomorrow for you. And I'm going to be back on Thursday. It's probably going to be Christmas things on Thursday. I haven't figured it out yet. Next week, I'll have some more sneak peeks for you. I do have some new stuff coming. It is not going to be here though for Thursday. So we'll look at that next week. I hope that you guys will join me next week, Tuesday. Normally it would be the card class for the month of November, but because of Thanksgiving, I moved that to the following Tuesday, which means next week, Tuesday, I think I'm going to do another fun fold. It's either going to be a fun fold or a technique. I'm kind of leaning towards fun fold. So looking forward to that. I will see y'all again later this week. Have a fabulous evening. Bye-bye.